This is information you need reporting, all one word with the U, and this is an exclusive. It's 5 a.m. and I'm watching the news and I'm thinking, what did this guy do? I mean, he must be a murderer. He must have been running a sex slave ring. He must be a rapist, or I don't know. But this way, I wanted to just show you kind of like the way our police here handle cases and the priority of them. This guy's, not to say that we shouldn't arrest people for committing crimes, but this is the type of police force tax dollars we waste. It takes like 3 guys, I guess, to arrest this guy. And while the sex pimps and child molesters and rapists are just getting handled very politely and given miracle villages, which I will show you shortly, and lots of benefits. I don't know why my camera does it. They get to see pornography in jail. They get free health care. They get sex changes. They get Viagra. They get housing free. They get resources, transportation, help with jobs, while we sit in Section 8 housing and have troubled neighborhoods like District 9 in the movies. And then our kids get put into the system by judges who do cash for kids scams. And then they send them to the rapists and the child molesters, and the police are just so nice to them, while they run after the guys who, I guess, steal bikes. You just can't believe this. And that's because they're afraid. And they've got deals and cuts going on not to get the real guys. But watch this. Here we go, live.
At a nearby train station, the suspect ran away. Police set up a perimeter. When news cameras were rolling, the man hopped a fence and jumped on the bike.
First of all, they set up a perimeter for a train station for a bike. This is what we waste taxpayers' money on. How much did this bike cost? About $25. I mean, I didn't even know that they took accident reports. You can't even get them to come out and do a police report for. And now I guess they're setting up perimeters, can you believe this, for a bike. Okay, and this is how they take down someone who stole a bike.
Nowhere. You can see the police officer just took the man down with that flying tackle. A bystander, several more officers joined in and helped to subdue this man. The officers said that tackle ended up with some facial injuries. They got the suspect.
Can you believe this? Let me just show you this one more time. How they had this dude choked and they were like almost like predators on him. Watch. Like they want to rope him and rape him. Watch. Oh my God, they want these young boys so bad they just hunt them down. Like, oh, like they're, look at him, oh my God, he's already humping them. Oh, sick fuckers. Look at this. You can't wait to get in on it. I have to slow this down. Look at this. This is how they treat our black males. This is how much respect we get in our own country. Okay? Because they should be out getting someone who's got 20 slaves in their dungeon, but instead they're not. Because they're setting up perimeters for people who steal bikes. You guys are really sad detectives. You should be fired. So here I'm going to show you how they arrest a child molester. I have to stop the video so you can hear. Look at this guy right here is a sexual predator. Okay, they have a sting with him, and then he has, I guess they're doing 41 arrests. But just look how how nice they are to these guys when they arrest them. Do you see them jumping all over him like that?
They would always be locked up. Because we know they don't change the
Look at how polite this is.
For sex with the children. I agree with you. We'll make it possible.
So because you have sex with children, you get more respect?
25 or 30 years because
your crime is what, classy to them?
Can
you believe this? They should be throwing this guy down just like they do the other people.
Battered a child.
I mean, he's just as guilty. Look at all the stuff these guys. 41.
And got in there ahead of them and arrested. And that's what's important.
And they don't even keep kits for these guys, I'm telling you. Okay, here's another guy who's arrested again. Watch how they arrest him.
Prisoner police say he is attacked again. New at 10, Action 7 reporter Ana Velasquez has details of how law enforcement nabbed him right away.
Shiloh Morgan told police he hadn't kissed a woman in 9 years. That's because he's been behind bars serving time for a 2004 armed robbery, and battery on a police officer. But just 5.5 weeks ago, he was released on parole.
He was looking for an apartment.
He stopped to look at a complex in Rio Rancho. What the female employee helping him didn't know was that Morgan is also a convicted sex offender. In 1997, he pleaded guilty to criminal sexual contact of a minor under 13 and attempted CSC of a minor. She told police while she was talking to him about the apartment, he kept staring at her, making her feel uneasy.
Coat for goat.
According to the report, according to what
you see the tag on the bottom.
Kissed her, and she pushed him away, but he tried to attack her.
Morgan ran away, but he had given his real name when applying for the apartment, and because of his parole, also wore a tracking device. Within an hour of the victim calling police, probation and parole located Morgan because of this, his GPS bracelet. And because of that, state probation and parole got him back into custody before he could strike again. Now I'm here outside the probation and parole office where officials tell me they caught up with him at his house, and he admitted to being at the apartment, but he...
Okay, now I want to show you this search. Okay, sexual predators arrested, caught on tape. Okay, let's just show you where we can find these when you do the search. Okay, first one comes up, I'm sure it's black guy.
The man police say stalked a young girl years ago. The little girl did the right thing. Now Davis remains here at the Haywood County Detention Center.
Oh wait, they didn't even show him get arrested.
Headed to Walmart and left with a woman with red, held here on 100 capture and arrest.
They didn't show that one, so it's just purposely they're blocking it from our view even. Okay, here's a sex offender who supposedly gets arrested for a DUI. Let's see if he even gets thrown down on the ground. Okay, now they're going to mess up the computer, so we'll move on from him. He must be real sick and dangerous. They threw this in. I guess some guy was yelling like a sissy. I'd like to see more of this, you know. Of course, he must be black. Let me see. Yeah. See how they do? They always have their marketing, their propaganda. Okay, let's see what we got here. Another black guy.
First tonight, an angry outburst.
Wanted unregistered sex offender list.
Okay, we got him. They got him on the list. They show everything on these guys when they're black, right? Okay, let's see how they show the teacher now.
Dozens of men arrested in Lee County through an internet sex sting. At least 2 work with
how much
kids
respect
on
they
a daily
get.
Basis, including one at Lehigh Senior High School. 4 Reporters Andre Senior live at the school in Lehigh Acres with more on how this undercover operation works.
Well, Patrick, you just said it. One of those men worked right here at Lehigh Senior High School here off of Gunnery Road in Lehigh Acres. According to cops, they say he arranged to meet with what he thought was a teenager to have sex.
I can't believe it. It shocks me. I can't believe that would happen here.
A Lehigh Acres high school student stunned at the charges against former employee Isaiah Jones. The 24-year-old who once worked in the athletic department arrested Thursday for allegedly arranging to have sex with a 15-year-old he met on the internet.
Okay, let's move ahead. Let's see the rest.
Wonder who they're chatting with and
look how nice it is. Look.
Just
as polite as can be.
Tomorrow or the next day or until the next operation occurs.
to wonder who they're chatting with and who they're talking
And of
to.
course they'll say, oh, well, that guy was riding a bike. So, but they do this all the time to the black person. And I'm thinking there's going to be lots of lawsuits. 41 arrested. Let's see how kind and nice they went in and arrested these guys.
To meet up with a
And
14-year-old
they lay down,
girl.
put their little knee on them.
He didn't talk about it at the time because he didn't want to blow the lid off this operation that he just
So sad how you guys do that. You treat them like little kids, like little 1-year-olds, and feeding them baby food already cut up and everything, and baby milk and stuff, and they just get, oh, here, let's be nice, we're just friends, I'm taking my friend in. It's just, I'm so mad about this shit. But I just wondered if anyone noticed that. How much nicer they treat. And then I also want to show you one more thing. Look at this. Okay, Miracle. Oops. They call their place Miracle Village. And that's where they hook up the child molesters. I can't hardly see because the light's on. I'm trying to type with one hand here. Bear with me. But these guys,
One out of
it's
every
a sexual
2 men
event.
and 1 out of every
You
3
can't
women
even
will be
believe it.
diagnosed with cancer. But despite those huge numbers,
It
most
says it's
individuals don't know what
registered,
that really
like
means.
100 sex offenders, I guess, been living in Miracle Village, and there's not even such a village for single moms. So here we got a perfect example of where taxpayers' money is shoveled to keep these guys afloat, to be middle class while we're poor. To give them a hand up when they get out of jail. I heard people just do crimes now just so they can get to become middle class because they help you so much.
I had sex with a 16-year-old female.
See, they do it when they're young,
at the age of 18
and then they get in.
While I was in gay rehab, I had conversations with my counselor, and part of the conversation, I disclosed some information that I had touched a boy inappropriately.
Okay. And then they get a house.
Consensual sex.
See, they know the
underage
system.
girl.
They know how to jump in leaps and bounds. The
My
State
truck.
Market, Muck City. Come on down. You're the next contestant on The Price is Right. Let's just play that. Price is Right. Okay. So they get the $1 million winner. Look at this. This is how they get down. So they come down to the place, right? And the man says, man, if you molest and you take out these kids from me and you bring them to me, man, I'll make you a superstar. I will give you a village and we'll call it Miracle. I will give you houses, jobs. Hey, you'll come up better than you were before you molested. And don't worry, because ain't no woman gonna do a goddamn thing, because we run this shit. And make sure you get those boys, them virgins too. And we don't, that way we can slip around the system of slavery that we had before. Because we used to go in and take them niggers and them white trash and wrap them right out them mama's arms and that, and we get in trouble for the fucking people from Europe came down here and made a stomp. So now we gotta do it another way, fellas. That's what how they talk, and they're all, most of them Masonic secret society, satanic. You know, so they go in and they get the crew going. These guys are their henchmen. And do you think a man would even step up and protect us or help us? Hell no, they're working with them, most of them. Okay? Because it's all about the price is right. Okay? And if you're smarter than a 5th grader, then you win the money. If they sell out the kids, remember? And they give them to the elites and the congressmen and the little boy pervert then hey, then they come up. Okay? You can be a millionaire in 8 seconds. if you bring the Illuminati kids, okay, you can look for them in their jobs, in their housing, in their hookups. I mean, these police act like they can't do their job. I'm sick and tired of it.